US war in Afghanistan, $978 billion runs out, kills 3,586 NATO troops, then US leaves. United States troops and their NATO allies are leaving Afghanistan after a 20-year war against the Taliban. This is the longest war in American history, with a very high cost and the sacrifice of thousands of soldiers. No one gains in this mad war. Besides the US and its NATO allies bearing the heavy costs, the Afghan side is even worse because the country is destroyed, tens of thousands of civilians are killed, and now a new chapter of chaos begins with the rise of the Taliban. According to the United Nations, Afghanistan has the third largest refugee population in the world. Since 2012, some 5 million people have fled and are unable to return home, either taking refuge in Afghanistan or taking refuge in neighboring countries. Brown University's study also puts US spending for the conflict, including military and reconstruction funds in Afghanistan and Pakistan, amounting to $978 billion by 2020. The study also documented 3,586 US troops and their NATO allies were killed in the war 20 years in Afghanistan. A total of 69,000 Afghan military and police soldiers were killed, 51,613 Afghan civilians were killed, and 51,191 Taliban and other militia groups were also killed. Back in 2001, the US responded to the September 11, 2001 or 9/11 attacks on New York and Washington, in which nearly 3,000 people died. Officials identified the militant group Al-Qaeda and its leader Osama bin Laden as responsible. Bin Laden is in Afghanistan, under the protection of the Taliban, the Islamist group that has been in power since 1996. When they refused to surrender, the US intervened militarily, quickly toppling the Taliban and vowing to support democracy and eliminate the terrorist threat. NATO allies have joined the US, and the Afghan government only took power in 2004, but the Taliban's deadly attacks have continued. The surge in US troop arrivals under President Barack Obama in 2009 helped push the Taliban back, but it was not long-term. In 2014, at the end of the bloodiest year since 2001, international NATO forces ended their combat mission, handing over security responsibility to the Afghan army. That gave the Taliban momentum, and they took more territory. Peace talks between the US and the Taliban began tentatively, with the Afghan government barely involved, and an agreement on the withdrawal of US troops and its NATO allies came in February 2020 in Qatar. The US-Taliban deal did not stop the Taliban attacks. The group shifted their focus to Afghan security forces and civilians. Many provinces fell into the group's hands. Here are some provinces in Afghanistan that fell to the Taliban. 1. Zaranj Province fell to the Taliban on August 6. 2. Shirbagan Province fell to the Taliban on August 7. 3. Sar-e-Pul Province fell to the Taliban on August 8. 4. Kunduz Province fell to the Taliban on August 8. 5. Provinces Taloqan fell to the Taliban on August 8. 6. Abak Province fell to the Taliban on August 9. 7. Farah Province fell to the Taliban on August 8. 8. Pul-e-Khumri Province fell to the Taliban on the 10th of August 9. Faizabad Province fell to the Taliban on the 11th of August 10. Ghazni Province fell to the Taliban on the 12th of August 11. Herat Province fell to the Taliban on the 12th of August 12. Kandahar Province fell to the Taliban on the 12th of August 13. Lashkar-Gah Province fell to the Taliban on the 13th of August 14. Kala-e-Noor Province fell to the Taliban on the 13th of August 15. Firuzkoh Province fell to the Taliban on the 13th of August 16. Pul-e-Alam Province fell to the Taliban on the 13th of August 17. Terracote Province fell to the Taliban on the 13th of August 18. Kalat Province fell to the Taliban on the 13th of August.